Hi friends, in this video tutorial, we'll be studying how to create a liquid swirl effect. So without any further ado, let's dive straight into it. Hi friends, so today we will study how to create a liquid swirl effect in Adobe After Effects. So the first thing which we will do is we'll click on New Composition. We will select the default name. Let the dimensions be 1280 by 720, or if you want we can change it to a higher resolution. Let's go for a higher one. Yeah, so we have gone for HD TV and we have selected the resolution as 1920 by 1080, and we will select the frame rate as 30 and the duration as 5 seconds, and the background we'll keep it as black, and we will select OK. Once we have done that, then we'll import our file. So we'll click on File and we will select Import. In Import, we'll select File and we'll select our Illustrator file. Then we'll click on Import. Select the import kind as composition and the footage dimension as layer size. Click on OK. Now you will see the file has come along with all the layers in which it was made in Illustrator. So we'll click over here and drag and bring all the layers into your timeline. We will make this to fit to 100%. Let us arrange the layers properly. So this is the white glass layer. This is the liquid layer. Let us bring it on top like this, and let us just zoom this and let us bring this on the top. Let us turn off the snapping and let's move this on the top like this. Alright, and then we have one more effect, that is the reflect. Let's move it on the top and let's move this reflection to the corner of the glass like this, and our wine glass is ready for animation. Now the first thing which we will do, we'll ensure that our playhead is at 0 location. Then we'll use the rectangle tool. We'll change the fill color to bright red. We'll select OK and we'll change the stroke to none. We'll select OK and we will draw one rectangle like this. If you want, you can move the rectangle slightly on the top like this. Now we are ready for our animation. So the first thing which we will do is we'll move the playhead to something like 2-second mark. So let's bring it to 1.5 second mark. So 1.30. Okay, and once we have bought it at that particular location, let's bring it to 1.20 and we'll set the position here. So we press P for position and we set a keyframe here, and then we move the playhead to frame number 0 and we move the rectangle down. Don't forget to keep the shift key press. like this. And our first animation is ready like this. Now you select both the keyframes, right click on them, select the keyframe assistant, select easy ease, then click on the graph editor, select the nodes and change it this way. Now play the animation and you'll get a more smoother animation like this. Alright, we will return back. Now we have to apply one effect to this particular rectangle, and the name of that effect is wave warp. So we will click on the effects panel. If you don't see the effects panel over here, then you click on window, and in window you can select the effects and presets and then wait for the effects to get loaded. Once it is loaded, then in this box you are going to type wave warp. Select the wave warp and apply it to this particular rectangle. Now we have to just play with these rectangles. Before playing with the rectangle with the parameters, let's move the playhead to the beginning and let's preview. You already got a beautiful wave coming up to your middle of the glass. Now if you watch, the animation has become slow because it has to render. So you have to wait till this green line goes till the corner and then you'll get a smooth animation. So you can see that this is the rendering. Now let's just start playing with these parameters. So the first thing which we will do is I'll pause the animation and the width of the wave I will change it to 200 and I will hit enter. Now just by changing this parameter, you will notice that as you bring the playhead to the beginning, the wave will become much more smoother. So again you have to wait till the file gets rendered and you will get a more smoother wave like effect. So we'll wait for the rendering to go up to the end. And you can see you get a beautiful swirling effect. Now we have to adjust with the animation. So let us see how to do that. So I will just pause the animation and I will zoom this so that I can see my keyframe. I'll bring the playhead to the beginning location, and what I will do first is I will play with the height of the waves. So in the beginning, when the wave is down, I want that the height should be 0 and I will hit enter. And by the time it comes to this location, I want that the height should extend to 30. But remember, over here where we have made it 0, you have to set a keyframe for height. So click on this stopwatch so that one keyframe gets set over there. Come to 1.20 and change the wave height to 30. After that, we'll bring the playhead to a little further location, maybe here, and one more time we'll make the wave height back to 0 and we will hit enter. Now if you play, You will see from 0 to 30 the waves will move faster and then it will become slow and settle down. So we'll play the animation, let it render first. So you can see it goes on the top, it nicely floats and then it settles down. Now if you find that the swirling which is happening is too fast, you can reduce the speed as well. So over here you have the wave speed which is 1. So I will change this wave speed to zero point 0.7 and I will hit enter. Again I'll bring the playhead to the beginning and I will play once again. So let it render, and this time you'll notice that the swirl which will happen would happen at a slower speed. So now the swirl is more smooth and better. Now we have to do the next step, and that is masking. So I will just zoom the timeline and I will minimize everything. Now what I will do is the fill color, which is the blue color, I'll bring it above the shape layer like this. And for the shape layer, I will set the track matte. So after selecting the shape layer, I'll right click on this line, title bar over here, and from there I will select columns, and in columns I will select modes. In modes you have this track matte, so I'll click on this drop down and I will select alpha matte with the previous layer. So you can see the previous layer disappears and it gets masked. Now if you play this animation, you will get a beautiful swirl effect. So let it get rendered. So you will see that you get a beautiful swirl effect of the liquid. Now what we'll do one more thing in this. We will select both these layers, that is the shape layer and the fill layer. We'll change their color to yellow and we will duplicate these two layers by pressing Ctrl D. You can either press Ctrl D or you can right click and select duplicate layers. Once the layers have been duplicated, I will change their colors to red. I will move these layers below the yellow layers. Now for that second layer, I'll click the shape layer and I will change this color to a darker shade. So I click on the fill and I change the fill to a somewhat darker shade like this. After I have changed the fill to a darker shade, which you have seen here, I will change this direction of swirl. Earlier it was plus 90, now I will make it to minus 90 and I will hit enter. That's it. All is done. Bring the playhead to the beginning and you can play the animation to see the effect. So you have to wait for the rendering to get complete. And the reason we have duplicated it is because we want to see a kind of shadow effect which you are seeing right now. We'll wait for the rendering to get complete. And the rendering is now complete and you get a beautiful swirl effect. Now you can also play with this parameter called as the face. So I'll pause the animation and I will zoom the timeline, and for the second layer the face parameter I will just change it like this and just see the effect of it. So we'll play it. So friends, once you have done these settings, you can preview your animation and see how the result looks like. So you get now a very nice swirling liquid in After Effects. So remember, this takes a lot of time for processing, so you need to have patience while doing this animation. So with this, we end this particular session. Hope you like this tutorial, and with this, we end this tutorial and we'll meet once again in some future training, in some future tutorial. Till that time, goodbye.